So you can start by scooting a little forward on your chair so your feet are flat on the floor and your spine is upright rather than leaning back against the chair. And you can either rest your hands in your lap or down by your sides, and we'll take a few moments with eyes closed. You can start to slow down your breath. These first few moments of class can be a time to switch gears. Slowing down. And bringing your full attention into your body and to what you're doing right now. So as well as the physical benefits of stretching and strengthening and balancing our physical bodies, this can be a time of working on being present. And that starts with an intention that for this time, there's nothing you need to plan. There's nothing you need to figure out. All the mental problems or plans you've been working on can be set aside. And even with the best intentions to be present, it's really a practice of noticing when your mind wanders. I trust that for most of us, it will wander. And then the moment you notice, inviting yourself back. And each time we do that, we are strengthening our ability to both notice and return to what's happening right here in our bodies. Can you feel where your body is touching your chair and the floor? Can you feel that you are breathing? There's movement in your body while you breathe. And as we move through different poses and shapes, new sensations will present themselves to be with and notice. So you can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout the practice. So let's start with a little bit of neck work. We're going to turn the head as far as you can one way, looking over your shoulder, and then back the other way as far as you can. And go one more time each direction. You might notice where is the easy place to stop and then what's possible, maybe just a little further. Go back the first way, one more time. And then back to center. Now let's drop one ear over to one shoulder, and you can kind of reach the other shoulder towards the floor, maybe even reach your fingertips. Feeling what's being stretched here. You may even want to lift or lower your chin so you explore the different parts of your neck. Rotate your chin to your chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the opposite shoulder. Rotate chin to chest, come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a few times. Little circles. Watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let the elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Let's release the arms down, head floats back up. We'll lift the shoulders up and then roll them back and down. Do this a few times. Up and back and down, up and back and down. And then bring your hands to your shoulders and rotate your elbows up and back and down as big as you can make it. One more big one. And then release. Okay, take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab hold of your elbow, and then take it as far back as you can. You may have your forearm in front of your head, above your head, or some of you might even take it behind your head. You're just working with your body. You shouldn't have more mobility than you have, so you don't have to worry if what you're doing doesn't look like what I'm doing, but you do want to explore your limits, whatever they are right now. And then release, right arm up, open it out, take it across, and then hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. And as you do this, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square through the chest, still feel your sit bones touching the chair, lengthening up away from that. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist. Pull your knuckles around to the front just as much as you can. Elbows go towards one another. And then circle your right shoulder. And this may put you in contact with a place that's creaky or tight. We don't want to shy away from that stuff. You may need to go slow or be careful, but do try and explore your full range of motion with each of your joints. If we avoid what's tight, it just gets tighter. So we want to go there. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back. Open up the chest, lift the heart, and you can either stay upright or fold over your lap. Your arms could reach up and back away from your back. And then release, come up. A few shoulder circles. Let's take the left arm up now. Bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back. As you take your elbow as far back as you can, you may want to drop the rib cage so you're still even on front and back, nice and long, all four sides of the torso. Let's release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. And you can just keep checking in. What am I noticing? What am I paying attention to? And if you are paying attention to something other than what you're doing, just drop it right in the middle of a thought. It'll be waiting for you later. And see if you can get curious about the sensations in your body here. Let's release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, non-dominant way. Pull the knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Let's keep fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, either stay upright or fold any amount, maybe just dropping your head, maybe coming all the way over your lap. And then release, come up, couple shoulder circles, up and back and down. Let's interlace fingers in front now. Put some pressure between the arms like you're trying to pull them apart. Now you can decide how much pressure. The more pressure, this is strengthening and stretching between the shoulder blades. Hopefully you feel a little opening in the upper back between the shoulder blades. You can also think about spreading the ribs each time you inhale. A little stretch for those muscles between the ribs, the intercostals. And then release. Let's bring arms out now and then flex your palms. Pull your fingers up, push out through the base of the hand, and do this really strongly. I sometimes find it's hard to straighten my hands all the way up, pull the fingers back, so just do your best as much as you can. You might even feel a little tingling through your forearms. And then curl from fingertips down, pull your knuckles in. Still reaching out from the center of the chest. And we'll go back and forth one more time. Fingers up, and then fingers down, and then a few big circles. Stretching and flexing all the little muscles of the forearm, going both directions. If you do a lot of computer work, forearms can get really overworked. So moving them around a little bit. And then release down. Let's take a side stretch. We'll bring the right arm up and over. And your left hand can support you somewhere on the chair. Reach out through the fingers, but stay grounded through the right sit bone. Try circling your arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then let's go the other side. Left arm up and over. Big yawning reach. And then start circling your arm back behind you as far back as you can. Come back to your side stretch. And then release, come up. Let's take a twist. We'll bring the left hand across to the outside of the right knee. The right hand somewhere on the chair behind you, wherever you can reach. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Try and keep your knees pointing straight ahead so the rotation is coming from the waist up. Each time you exhale, see if you can rotate a little bit more. Last breath here. And then back around to the front and switch. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Keep going, a little more height. A little deeper twist. One more. And then release back around to the front. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. And you're trying to get that right knee down. It's okay if it's up, just go towards down. We're going towards a nice long spine and then towards folding. And you may not fold at all. We're just going in that direction and then you meet your edge. So it could be upright. Some of you might be folding a little deeper, but keep going towards a flat back, towards folding. Hopefully getting a stretch on the right outer hip. Go ahead and sit upright, extend that leg out, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then same thing other side. Left ankle above right knee, sit tall, fold whatever amount you're able. Keep going towards length, towards folding. Sit tall, extend your leg out, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then let's come to standing, and we'll come to the back of the chair. If you need to move your chair, I'm just going to move mine for instructional purposes. And then taking a step back, we'll come into something like downward facing dog. And this is a gentle way to do down dog. No pressure on the wrists, much easier on the hamstrings. Pulling the sit bones back. Nice long spine. And then go ahead and come upright. With hands on the back of the chair, we're going to slowly lift the heels and slowly lower down. Now, if you want to challenge your balance, you can do this without using the chair, or kind of playing hot potato with the chair, a very little touch. Try and go nice and slow so it's not jerky. And if you want an even bigger challenge, you can alternate one foot at a time, kind of flexing the opposite foot so it's not touching the floor. Nice and slow. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do 2 more or 1 more on each side if you're alternating. Good, shake that out. And then we're gonna bring the legs together and try and keep the knees together. Imagine you're holding something between your knees so they don't come apart, and then bend one leg so your heel comes up towards your bum and down. We'll do that 5 times. Coming up and down. This is to strengthen the hamstring. And my hamstrings are really weak, yours might be too. So you don't have to go any higher than you are, just breathing, feeling what you're doing, coming up and down. Let's take 1 more. And down. Okay, same thing other side, knees together the whole time. Lift up and down. Up and down. Nice and slow, up and down. Do 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Okay, stretch out the hamstrings again, like down dog. Pull the hips back. And come back up. Okay, let's take a balance, and I'll let you choose. If you are able to bend your leg back and grab your foot behind you. This is a great quad stretch. Doesn't work for all bodies, especially if you've got knee issues. So if this does not work for you, you could instead do tree. Bring the sole of the foot to the inner leg, and that could be anywhere from the ankle to the inner thigh. You can have arms out to the side, prayer position, or up, or continue to use the chair. Wherever you are, feel what you're doing, breathing deeply. You can use the chair or not. And then release, shake that out. Same thing other side. So if you took tree on the other side, do that again. Sole of the foot to the inner leg. If you tried the quad stretch balance, do that again. With or without the use of the chair, breathing wherever you are. Standing tall, shoulders down, face relaxed. Release, shake that out. Okay, let's take a seat again. And this time you can go ahead and sit all the way back on the chair or get as comfortable as you can. If there's anything you need to do to your body or your clothing to be more comfortable, take your time, and we'll finish with a short relaxation sitting here. You can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze down. And feel where your body is touching the support underneath you, the chair and the floor. See if you can relax back into that support. Take a scan from your head to your feet, just noticing if there's any unnecessary effort in your face, relaxing the muscles around your eyes, your jaw. Can your shoulders drop? Your arms just relaxing in your lap or by your sides. Belly relaxed. Legs releasing into the chair, into the floor. And if even just for a few moments, nothing to do, nothing to move towards or away from, nothing to plan. Letting all that effort just fall away. Just simply being. Some breaths may be deep, some shallow. You can let go of any control. You can let your eyes open. Take any movement that helps you come back to the surface, back into your body. Take a little scoot towards the front of your chair again, and we'll bring hands together at the heart, just taking a moment to close our practice, a little gratitude for your practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me for chair yoga.